field with Saints captain Shane Cooper and Jonathan Davis, the Widnes captain. The Saints side for today is Phil Beavers at full-back, Mike Riley, Gary Connolly, Tira Patty and Alan Hunt in the three quarters. Jonathan Griffiths and Paul Bishop in the half-back partnership. Ward, Groves and Mann in the front row. Harrison, Dwyer and Cooper in the second row. Farber and Nicol are the substitutes for today. The Widnes side at full-back Steve Wynn, three-quarter line of Devereux, Currier, Darren Wright and Sarsfield. Davis and Dowd are the half-back partnerships. And we've got Sorensen, Hume and Familo in the front row. Caloto, Urs and Holiday the back three, with Mackenzie and Howard the substitutes. Saints playing down to the sponsors' boxes, the clubhouse, the scoreboard end at Nosey Road, and it's imperative that Saints get back into winning ways. Anyway, you're with your Saints video team. I'd like to wish you all a happy new year and a very prosperous new year, hopefully, and let's hope we start off the year well with a win today. There we go. Saints get us underway. Imosi Caloto, first man in. Saints quickly in. George Mann and Gary Connolly quickly in at the tackle. Barry Dowd breaking from acting half-back, quickly dispatched to the earth by Fred Ward. Sorensen on the dummy run, and it's Assini for Milo that takes up the running. Richard Urs now, local lad Richard Urs, but Shane Cooper quickly in. Cooper again, quickly in at the tackle, taking the Widnes man off his game. Les Holiday, I think it was. The ball knocked forward, a scrum down to be formed with a Saints feed. Paul Bishop quickly there to feed the scrum. Referee Mr. Alan Burke from Oldham. Saints win scrum possession. Bishop takes it blindside onto Tira Patty, back to Bishop, but the ball goes back. Well, a knock-on given, but there's no way that was a knock-on. I think he definitely got it wrong there. But it's a scrum down with a Widnes feed this time. Saints taking it blindside and unfortunately knocking on. Widnes feed, Widnes heal the ball, bringing it crossfield. Devereux try scorer supreme, another one from the valleys there, along with Jonathan Davis just being tackled there. For Milo bringing it to the left, but Saints penalised on the referee's left. First penalty of the game, going Widnes way. It's one rule that certainly does baffle you on occasions, when the ball is being brought the opposite way, as in that case Widnes bringing the ball to their left, and on the referee's left, Saints man allegedly offside, and the Saints being penalised. But for Milo it is again coming through, finally wrestled to the earth. The Widnes on the charge, Richard Urs. In dispute at Widnes earlier on in the season, but made his peace. Was talk of him possibly coming to St Helens. I do believe he had a medical and that up here, but he had a groin problem, and Leeds were interested, but he's still at Widnes. Well, a lot of messing about at the play the ball there. Gary Connolly not able to get up, and Sorensen it was that, well, I beg your pardon, Paul Groves not able to get up, and Sorensen there allegedly knocked on, scrum down with the Saints feed. 3 scrums in quick succession, just had 2 minutes, but referee Burke penalising the Saints at that scrum, not packing correctly is the indication. Shane Cooper is just asking the question, but you'll not get much joy out of Mr Burke this afternoon. Up to now, a dismal Christmas period for the Saints. Widnes beat us at Wigan. Well, it makes a change before I start on about that. To play on a decent pitch, a credit to Eric Edwards and his ground staff. Not like that ploughed field we've been playing on at Wigan for the past 2 games. But Widnes beat us in the Regal Trophy semi-final, 18-10. We came back, but just we gave them a 16 points lead, and you can't do that, can you? Sorensen again, and then Wigan beating us in the league, 16 points to 6. After giving him a good lead again. But it's Widnes on the charge. Assini for Milo coming through. George Mann with a tackle. It looked a little high. For Milo went down, but George Mann there, he's quickly in to offer his apologies to Milo, but it all depends how referee Burke interprets this incident. For Milo there going through and taking a little high. Still down, receiving treatment. The Saints players ushered away. Shane Cooper there wants to be in, obviously Earwiggin, but George Mann is there. The clock's waved clear now. George Mann will be spoken to. Well, he sent him off. George Mann sent off for a high tackle after 4 minutes. Not a good start for the new year for the Saints. George Mann there sensationally sent off. We know the tackle was high. I don't think there was a stiff arm in it, but referee Burke, he allegedly, or judges that there was a stiff arm, and George Mann has been dispatched. So Saints, for the remainder of this game, down to 12 men. The penalty award, obviously, to Widnes, 3-0 after 5 minutes. One of the Widnes substitutes warming up. Harvey Howard, the substitute forward, he's warming up, maybe replacing for Milo. But it's Jonathan Davis, centre field. The breeze blows the ball over. Bit of a swirling wind here at Nosey Road. There must be a chance for Davis to open up the scoring. 5 minutes gone. George Mann sensationally sent off. Davis with the penalty award, and Davis converts it into points. But George Mann sent off for the second time this season. Didn't look malicious in the tackle for Milo running through. Both short characters and allegedly stiff-armed, and George Mann has been sent off. Saints kick off. Richie Ayres gathers it. Saints not having the best of luck in the last 10 seasons for this traditional fixture. The last time Saints won was in 87-88 season when they beat Widnes here at Nosey Road 25 points to 0. Widnes already on the board. For Milo breaking through. Phil Beavers is there, but Widnes, well, a forward pass. That last ball to Courier. But Courier's going to go in for the opening try. Widnes breaking quickly for Milo again, the man that's just been stiff-armed, allegedly stiff-armed. He broke through. The final pass from Milo to Courier was a yard forward, but referee Burke wasn't up with play, didn't see it, and Courier ran in unopposed just to the right of the sticks. Extends the Widnes lead now to 6 points to 0 with this conversion attempt to come. So Saints on the wrong end of the cosh right from the start. They had a good win Boxing Day at Widnes. They beat Warrington 20 points to 8. It's essential that Saints get back into winning ways, even though it's going to be hard now with down to 12 men. Saints in third position in the Stones Bitter League Championship table, Widnes in fourth. Just 1 point separating the sides. The ball topples over again. Just while we're waiting, if I can give Kath Ford, a regular at the Nosey Road here, always helping out in the office and what have you. Kath Ford, it was her birthday last night, I believe, the 31st of December. 21 again, so her husband Terry tells me. So happy birthday to Kath Ford. Davis with the conversion attempt, waved away. The score still remains at 6 points to 0. So Phil Beavers to kick off again. As I said before, you're with your Saints video team. Happy New Year to all our viewers. Each and every one that takes the Saints video, too numerous to mention. We wish you Happy New Year and a very prosperous New Year. Emosi Kaloto taking the ball, quickly dispatched to ground. Saints with an uphill battle now. Widnes breaking blindside. Hooker Paul Hume. Dowd at dummy half, trying to scamper through. The Saints tackling, they'll have to tighten up. Certainly on a few occasions in the Regal semi and against Wigan, left a lot to be desired. Saints will have to go in and gang tackle. It's the only way. You've got to get in 2s and 3s and bang the opposition down. Well, Sorensen interfering with play there down in front of us as Richie Hers came through. Davies gets the ball away. First touch for Mike Riley. Brings it up to the 25. Imosi Kaloto in there as Barry Dowd had made the... I beg your pardon, Barry Dowd is in the number 7 jersey. Sarsfield it is on the wing, the number 5. I did give you wrong information before. Kevin Ward takes the ball up to the 25. Richard Hers, Les Holiday quickly in. Groves at dummy half. On to Bernard Dwyer now. Solid Widnes tackling. The Saints will have to look for the very few chinks in the Widnes armour. Cooper bringing it up to the halfway line. Richard Hers wraps him round the neck. The touch judge is unmoved. The referee's right on the job. Well, he has picked Richard Hers out. I should think so too. Groves was livid. Cooper getting the rough treatment of Richard Hers. The penalty is awarded. Substitution now. Harvey Howard coming on for Imosi Kaloto after just 10 minutes play. So Saints with the first penalty. Beavers finds touch on the 25. Groves will restart, 10 yards in. Bishop there. Out to Kevin Ward. Block busted into the Widnes defence. Well, Sorensen round the head again and pulls Ward back. Referee Burke there. Well, he's brought him out. Penalised him again for pulling jersey. Saints take it quickly. Trying to catch Widnes off guard. Harrison back in the side after the rest against Wigan. Well, being forced back there, and Widnes are going to be penalised again. 3 times in quick succession. Play being brought back. The tackle was completed, said referee Burke, and Saints will have a go for goal, surely. 6 points to 0 trailing. We've had 11 minutes play. And Paul Bishop now, he'll have a go for goal to put Saints on the board. Have a birthday mention also for Mary Molesdale. Her birthday was the 28th of December, so belated birthday greetings to Mary. Regular there behind the sticks. We may even have her on the video shot. Well, she's just to the right of the sticks, just to the right of the kids' pen. It was a birthday on the 28th of December, 21 again. Another 21 again. There's a lot of these old ones about, isn't there? Birthday wishes from Joanne, Irene and Margaret, and also best wishes from your Saints video team. So Paul Bishop, left-footed kicker on the right side for him. Can he convert it? Put Saints on the board. Down to 12 men from the 4th minute. The ball blowing over again. Paul Groves up there to assist. As I said, a swirling breeze here at Knowsley Road this afternoon. Difficult breeze. So Paul Bishop now, the Saints follow it up, but Bishop, yes, right between the sticks, puts Saints on the board, 13 minutes gone, and Paul Bishop with a penalty goal. Brings the score now to Saints 2, Widnes 6. Bishop's 34th goal of the season. Puts Saints back in contention, obviously just trailing by 4 points, but with a player down for the remainder of the game. For 75 minutes, 76 minutes of the game anyway. Jonathan Davies gets us underway. Cooper stops it, gathers it safely, drives it up. Harvey Howard brings him down. Lofted ball, awkward ball there onto Bernard Dwyer. Terrible long ball that was. Missing a few players out, and Bernard Dwyer couldn't take it. But it puts Widnes on the attack. They'll have the feed for this scrum. 1 clean scrum each. It's Barry Dowd. feeds it. Widnes push, and Widnes come up with possession. Move it crossfield. Davis with the run around. Tirapati and Phil Beavers. Excellent tackle from Beavers. Read it well. Came up into the line. But Saints penalised this time. Well, he's a bit keen, this fella, isn't he? Quickly in at the tackle. Nothing in that at all. Rapati. Beavers had got away. Rapati was getting up, and referee Burke quickly in. 4-3. Widnes in the penalties, and Jonathan Davis finds touch midway between the Saints 25 and the try line. So Saints tackling will have to be firm this time. Devereux powering his way up to the line. Strong ex-rugby union Welsh winger. Bit out with injury. Sorensen lost it to Davis. He looked to dummy and spread it, but Bishop wrapped him up, and we expect a big game off Bishop today. Well, Bishop's wrapped up. Familo coming through on the burst after Paul Hume had played the ball. Widnes take it blindside. Paul Hume on to Dowd, taking it over there, and Dowd's in at the corner. Another try from Widnes from a set move from scrum. Well, Dowd has scored the try. He's got David Hume on the scoreboard, but I'm assured that it is a Barry Dowd at scrum half. And Saints forced to defend there. A loose pass in their own 25. Widnes won the ball from the scrum, moved it over quickly, and Dowd side through on a diagonal run, scores in at the corner. A difficult attempt for Davis, as you can see, just in from the touchline, right on the 25-yard line. Down. 10 points to 2 the score, 15 minutes gone. And Jonathan Davis, as you can see, just on the 25-yard line, right across the face of the post, waved away. 10 points to 2 the score. And Saints to kick off again. Referee Burke are penalising the Saints on the far side there for allegedly holding down in the play the ball. And Beavers kicks it down. Davies gathers it, looking for the runners. Harvey Howard comes up. Dwyer and Ward, the Saints tackling machines there, but Widnes are running it hard. They know they've got a one-man advantage, and they're going to use it to the full, aren't they? Any side worth the salt will use it to the full. Phil McKenzie on the substitute bench today. He had a knee injury, a twisted knee, but obviously he's fit enough. Richard Hers gets the ball away. Still keep it going. Stevie Wynn on to Barry Dowd, back to Wynn, to Mark Sarsfield, I beg your pardon. It's all these team changes and alterations that we've been given. But it's now Barry Dowd at scrum half. Jonathan Davis, Sorensen, short ball to Hers, which was a yard forward. It's on the 6th and final tackle now. Courier chips it through. Well, it's still on the ground. Saints have possession. Jonathan Griffiths breaks away, taking the Widnes team on up to the 25. Excellent run from Griffiths. Cooper now needs match practice, does Jonathan Griffiths. Looked quite sharp at Wigan, but just needs that match practice. Harrison upended. Saints play. Groves to Paul Bishop. It's charged down, it's all on. Widnes player. Well, looks like a knock on there. Yes, it was. Davis knocks on. Saints win scrum possession now. Break quickly, Tirapati. Good ball to Connolly. Must be a try for the Saints. No. Well, just a judging touch. Well, I thought and Courier just managed to push Gary Connolly into touch. I'd still like to watch that again on the video. I thought Connolly had dove. Even though Courier had pushed him, I thought Connolly had dove, and he was into the try area and touched down, but it wasn't to be. The touch judge had his flag up. Widnes are penalised at the scrum. And Saints putting a bit of pressure on a penalty. Cooper takes it quickly. Beavers along the line. Griffiths looking for the gap. He chips it through for Rapati. Can he win it? Yes! Rapati's there. No, the ball has gone dead. Referee Burke, he was in a good position. He was lined out there on the line. Excellent play from Jonathan Griffiths. Chipped it through. Rapati chased it, but the ball had gone dead. Widnes play it now and try to throw it out. But Jonathan Davis wrapped up there on the 25-yard line. Come on, you Saints is the cry. Down to 12 men, but it's Harvey Howard breaking through. Flicks it up to Camilo. A forward pass indicated. Maybe it was, but I wouldn't have picked that one out. It wasn't as blatant as a few that we've had already in the game. But it's a scrum with the Saints feed. Bishop to feed as the Widnes side push. Saints a man down. Bishop onto Griffiths. Takes it blindside. Rapati looking for the gap. Well, a knock-on indicated there. Rapati's furious. A scrum down midway between the Widnes 25 and the halfway line. Widnes feed this time. Barry Dowd, today's scrum half for Widnes. Clean heel. Widnes used Devereaux coming in from the touchline. Big man takes some pulling down, and obviously he's used in that capacity. 6 tackles again as the Saints kick the ball through at the play of the ball. Blindside onto Holiday. Connolly wraps him up. Groves and Harrison in there. Wrestle the man to the ground. Still a tight game. 21 minutes we've had. 10 points to 2. Saints holding well under the pressure. Well, a little bit of misunderstanding. The ball back to Stevie Wynn. Kevin Ward wraps him up. The ball looks as though it was going to go to Jonathan Davis for a kick-up field, but it went to Wynn. Now it's with Dowd. He chips it through. He's going to find touch, is he? Yes, the ball just finding touch on the Saints 25. Excellent kick from Dowd. Puts Widnes in an attacking position, but it's Saints head and ball. And no doubt the Widnes pack, they'll do all they can to push with the Saints being a man light. But Saints get the heel. Alan Hunt tried to break through. Probably the first touch for Alan Hunt. Saints break quickly. See if they can catch Widnes off the guard. Courier quickly in. Richard Ayres there as well. Now it's with Cooper. Turned inside well. Beavers well bounced down there by Courier. Bishop positional kicking. Excellent kick from Bishop. Finds touch in the Widnes 25. Puts Saints back in the Widnes 25. Obviously it's a Widnes head and ball, and Saints will have to break quickly from the scrum and make sure the tackling counts, as Widnes they'll be looking for a quick heel and a quick breakaway, passing the ball out to the right wing, to the left wing, I beg your pardon. Obviously left wing on this side. There's Devereaux again. He's on the right wing looking to break through. Saints regroup, and Richie Ayres coming through again. Paul Hume at dummy half. The ball fed across to Sorensen. Excellent competitor Sorensen. Veteran campaigner, if we may say so, been around a lot of years. Holiday, ball playing loose forward, looking to create the gaps for Milo. Strong runner, New Zealand test player, weaving his way through. Excellent 35-yard run. 6th and final tackle now for Widnes. Jonathan Davis, he elects to run it, sidesteps through, puts the gas pedal down. Beavers misses the tackle well. Unbelievable forward pass over to Devereaux on the far side, but Widnes are in. John Devereux in on the far side. It looked as though the Saints had Widnes contained. All on the halfway line. Davis elected to run it. I think the Saints were standing back expecting the kick, and Davis elected to run it. He sidestepped through, lofted the ball over to Devereux. Looked unbelievably forward as Devereux took it, but it was ruled okay, and Davis coming back, limping back into his own half, but it extends the Widnes lead by another 4 points, 14 points to 2. And it's Andy Currier that'll be taking the goal, the kick attempt, with Davis limping. Obviously took a knock, he's not receiving any form of treatment, but Currier there steps up, boots it well. It looks, no, waved away. It looked as though it was on his way, but waved away by the touch judges. So about 25 minutes of the game gone, and Saints under the cosh here, 14 points to 2 the score. And obviously, as I don't need to remind you, Saints down to 12 men from the 4th minute when George Mann was sensationally sent off after an allegedly stiff arm tackle. Must have sent him off for the stiff arm tackle. We know it was high, but that was on SNA for Melo. Devereux again, the try scorer. Saints will have to tackle anything above grass. They'll have to make sure that they get right into it. Shane Cooper in at the tackle there. A lot of fingers being pointed as of late to Shane Cooper as to his tackling ability. But Widnes breaking quick. Paul Hume, lively campaigner. Well, Kevin Ward there. Obviously Hume got stuck into Ward and a little untoward action, but it's Richie Hers breaking blindside. Well, he's lost possession. Mike Riley gathers the loose ball, moves it crossfield. Barry Dowd comes in to complete the tackle. Kevin Ward, he'll take it all day, but he'll not be fouled. But Ward there, obviously something to say. It's Riley again, Saints throwing it about and bringing it up to the 25. Well, Dwyer looking to get the ball out. It's kicked through. It's Saints. Well, Widnes have possession. Looked a little bit of mauling at the play of the ball that referee Burke didn't pick up. But Widnes have possession. Just Saints tried to break through, and if Saints could just get a try and a goal on the board, I think that would settle them down. Blindside ploy, it's onto Richie Hers. The ball's knocked back. Connolly quickly in. Connolly has the ball, I think. Yes, Connolly has it. There's no way he was going to take that ball off Connolly. Wright was in. Now it's with Bishop. Well, that's a high tackle. Off down. The referee just turns his back and walks away from it. Unbelievable. But Saints in possession just outside the Widnes 25. Dwyer scampering through. Cooper there. Misses out Griffiths. Onto Beavers. Onto Rapati. Yes, Rapati's in. Well, he's finally pointed. Yes, referee Burke finally points. Saints break quickly. Just as I was saying that a try and a goal may settle Saints down. Rapati obliges. Good break there, Bishop. Took it over to the left. Beavers, well, they missed Jonathan Griffiths out. Beavers took it well, linking up in the fullback from the fullback position, as he's going to have to do for the remainder of this game. And Rapati was fed out to Rapati. He went in at the corner, and Saints there with a try on the board and bringing them back into the game at 14 points to 6. 28 minutes of the game we've had. Alan Tate, the regular fullback, he's out for Widnes. He's out with a hamstring injury, and it was Tate in the Widnes ranks that put paid to the Saints in the Regal Trophy. He did win the Man of the Match award, and rightly so. He certainly punched holes in the Saints defence that day. But Paul Groves will have to hold the ball again for Paul Bishop. This swirling wind blowing around, and Bishop unable to have the ball teed up on the customary pile of sand. 14-6 at present, with Bishop conversion to come. 28 minutes of the game gone. Bishop there strikes it well, but it falls short. So just that Try from Rapati there. The Saints' only try at present. 29 minutes of the game gone. Saints 6, Widnes 14. Davies to kick off from the centre spot, and Saints hitting back well there. They did well. They broke well. Moved it over to the left wing, and it was Rapati that scored. The Widnes defence was coming in. Rapati again takes the ball from the kick-off. He breaks through, does Rapati. Excellent. Well, he's still going. He gets the ball away. Saints will have to tidy up. Cooper it is. Excellent player, Rapati. Most consistent player in the Saints ranks this season so far. Alan Hunt again. Rare touches. Upended his Hunt. Three-man Widnes tackle. Left him virtually shoulder high, and then didn't actually dump him, but he lowered him down quietly on that occasion. Ward bursting through. Groves at dummy half. On to Bishop. Positional kicking again from Bishop. But Steve Wynn back in the correct position. Dwyer comes across, completes the tackle. Cooper's there, but Dwyer wrestles him to the ground. 10 minutes of the half remaining as Devereux is in possession for Widnes. Kurt Sorensen. Saints will have to stop these Widnes players running if they can. Difficult task, especially with George Mann. A strong running forward of George Mann's capability. Also an extra 15 or 16 stone into the tackle. Richard Ayres, blindside. Well, the ball looks as though it's going to be released. It's the sixth and final tackle again. It's with Holiday. Sees the gap, kicks for it, but it's going to go dead. Yes, directly dead. Vivers was up there, and Holiday tried to bisect Vivers and Alan Hunt, but it went dead. Kevin Ward running the ball up. Dowd looking to, well, still held on to Kevin Ward. Groves inside to John Harrison. Feeds it to Connolly. Saints will have to spread it. Let the ball do the work. Rapati there from Cooper, back to Cooper. On to Alan Hunt inside. He has to come cross-field. Still going is Alan Hunt. In the clear. Driving for the corner. Over the 25. Just brought down there by John Davies. Well, it's 6 again. He struck for the ball. Surely. Bishop chips it through. Taken down Bishop. It's going to be a penalty. A penalty try is awarded. A penalty try by referee Burke after 32 minutes. So Paul Bishop kicking it through there. He only had to kick it through, follow it up, and he was fouled in the action. And a penalty try is awarded as the Saints popular side faithful just let the Widnes speckies know that they're not singing anymore. But Cooper there, he's just having a word with referee Burke for whatever reason. Yes, he's just explaining to him as if we needed any explanation that was a penalty try. And this will bring Saints back in with 2 points as Bish converts it. 12 points to the Saints, 14 to Widnes, and Saints hitting back in good style there. 33 minutes gone on my clock. It's 30 on the scoreboard, but we've had a little bit of stoppage time. But Saints hitting back in good style there, as I said, and sometimes it does work that way as the team, if they're a player down, they've got to put that much extra effort into the game, into the tackling and the running, and it looks as though the Saints are doing that. The ball kicked directly at Cooper, brings it up. A big game from Cooper we need today. Plays it quickly onto Groves, scampers through, gives it to Harrison, turns it back to Bishop. But the Widnes defence quickly there. Quick play the ball to Groves. Well, Groves giving the dummy, passes to Connolly. Down the wing is Gary Connolly, excellent player, Connolly. On to Mike Riley. Well, Sorensen coming in an offside position and going round the head there. It's on to Kevin Ward now. Saints over the top to Bishop, looking for support. Groves is there. Well, head-high tackle again from Howard, and then being mauled. And running right penalties awarded to the Saints. Harvey Howard in there on Paul Groves. He was round the head in the first place, and then to add insult to injury, he bounced him down and rubbed his face into the ground. A chance now for the Saints to come back on level terms, and I think Paul Bishop will bounce this right between the uprights. Widnes there, just getting rattled a bit. Saints taking him off the game. Certainly got a game on our hands. It didn't look that way after George Mann was sent from the field, and then Widnes running up a 10 points to 2 lead, and then a 14 points to 2 lead with that Devereux try. But Saints hitting back in good style. Retries from Rapati, a penalty try from Bishop, a conversion from Bishop, and hopefully a penalty goal. Yes, it's there between the uprights. A penalty goal from Paul Bishop, which puts the Saints back on level terms. 14 points apiece, and what a game. An excellent crowd here assembled at Nosey Road. Must be 10,000 plus, I would say. Obviously nothing like the Boxing Day crowd at Wigan. 26,500 that day. But even here you get a lot of families that just come over for Christmas and the New Year, and in the traditional way they come to watch the Saints. Oh well, obviously the Widnes families will come to watch Widnes as well. Tirapati. Groves attacked in half back onto Cooper. As I said, Cooper will have to rally his men now. Saints will have to run hard onto the ball. Widnes looking at the line up there, but referee Burke, he's just not penalising them at present. Ward, strong runner, had a fitness test before the match, round about 1 o'clock, quarter to 1 to 1 o'clock. But you know, Kevin Ward, he wants to have a go, he always wants to be there. Bishop gets it away under a heavy tackle from Sorensen, and it's Mark Sarsfield taking it crossfield. Connolly wraps him up. Saints pressing up there, and Widnes will have to be held down. It's Stevie Wynn taking it crossfield. The tackling will have to count from the Saints. They'll have to make sure they do count. Devereux breaking through, just taken round the ankles there. Shane Cooper quickly in. Strong running there, Les Holliday powering his way upfield. Hume up to dummy half, onto Familo. Strong runner, scored an excellent short-range try against the Saints in the Regal Trophy semi. Bernard Dwyer goes in to charge the kick down, but it's going to go dead. Yes, Phil Beavers gathers it. Widnes are going to have to defend again. Saints are going to restart from the 25-yard line. Kevin Ward again. Well, Sorensen again, but, well, head tackle there by Holliday on Groves. That's twice in quick succession. Well, it's good enough for George Mann to go down the tunnel. I reckon it's good enough for Holliday, because that was a blatant head tackle. I mean, he's a big lad, is Holliday, and Groves there under a bit of pressure, twice in quick succession. The penalty has been awarded, but let's see what referee Burke does in his wisdom. I mean, Familo got up, didn't he? Surely it can't be 1 for one and 1 for the other, but it certainly looks that way. He's not even going to give him 10 minutes sin bin. Davis ushered away. Well, there you are. A stiff arm indicated, but Holliday is still on the pitch. Phil Beavers kicking for touch. A lot of displeasure, obviously, in the Saints video ranks and the Saints supporters ranks. But let's see if Saints can put it together now. Mike Riley coming in field. Groves, Harrison. Another 4 tackles for Saints to register another score, hopefully, and for Widnes to defend. Groves at dummy half, blindside ploy from the Saints. Cooper looking for the gap. Sorensen wrapped him up again. Well, they've got some good head tacklers in the side. Sorensen, Courier, Holliday, Bishop there looking for the line. 10 yards short. Widnes urged to get back onside, a lofty pass, overlap for the Saints. Yes, Hunt, and he's in! Hunt's into the corner! Yes, the try's given, is it? It is! Referee Burke points, and the Saints go into the lead for the first time in this game. Well, who'd have believed that Saints trailing by 14 points to 2 after 24 minutes, and in the last 15 minutes, Saints coming up there with 14 points of their own, and they're leading now by 18 points to 14. So Alan Hunt blistering in at the corner there, a long cut-out pass from the Saints, missing a couple of players out, but Widnes was caught short on the far side, and Hunt's going in. Excellent try from this lad, 15th try of the season, and Bishop now, wouldn't it be great if he could convert it? But it goes to the left of the sticks, waved away. 18 points to 14 to score, and Saints have been playing with 12 men from the 4th minute. 40 minutes on my clock, but 37 minutes on the scoreboard. So obviously that little bit of stoppage time for the George Mann incident, then the Les Holiday incident there. But the Saints now, they're rallying to the cause. As I said, they've just got to give that little bit of extra, 110, 120%. One man down. And nobody plays harder than this fella, Tirapati, bringing the ball up. Tremendous upper body strength. Amazing how he pushes the tacklers off. Cooper again, looking to wind his way through. And I said, Widnes, plenty of head tacklers. Courier, Holiday, Sorensen. But it's Saints in possession. Running hard and strong and true, and Ward comes in, pushes Holiday off. The ball's still loose. Connolly flicks it up to Riley. He'll have to come in field. Here's a Widnes product, this Riley, from the Widnes Tigers Club, I believe. As Bishop gets his kick underway. Excellent kick from Bishop. Will it bounce in? No, unlucky there. Just goes directly dead. So Widnes will start with a tap from the centre of the 25. Excellent game. What a game, I tell you, tremendous. 14-2 down, and now Saints leading 18 points to 14. Harvey Howard trying to bust his way through. Widnes breaking on the far side. The Saints tackling, they'll have to hold firm. Can't afford to let Widnes get a score on the board just before half-time. Unfortunately, that happened to Saints at Central Park. Well, there's the half-time against Wigan, I should say. But that was the half-time hooter there. And the Saints go in, leading by 18 points to 14. As I said, in the first 25 minutes, obviously all Widnes, with tries from from Courier, Dowd and Devereux, and converted by one penalty goal from Jonathan Davis, I should say. And then it was all Saints. From the 27th minute, a try from Rapati, then Bishop with a penalty try. Bishop converted that one right under the sticks. A Bishop penalty goal, and then Alan Hunt going in there just before the interval. So the half-time score here at Nosey Road, Saints 18, Widnes 14. Now for the second half of this traditional New Year's Day derby clash with Widnes. Saints leading at half-time by 18 points to 14. That'll silence some of the knockers, won't it? Excellent display from the Saints, running in 16 points in the last 15 minutes. Widnes get us underway. Big John Harrison powering his way in. Well, a lot of head attention again. Richard Ears and Les Holiday. Now with Kevin Ward looking for support. Well, has the ball gone? I think it has been knocked forward. Groves was looming on Ward's right, and unfortunately the ball going down to ground. First scrum of the second half. Barry Dowd to feed. Widnes push, and Widnes take the scrum. Looking for a blindside ploy, but to Davies, switches inside to Courier. Courier looking for the gap. He throws it out anywhere. Connolly kicks it through. Connolly, yes, gathers it safely. No good hacking it on. Saints need possession. Widnes all offside on the referee's right, but he never even looked. Yards offside. That's slow and getting back. And referee Burke never even looked that way. Saints bring it blindside. Bernard Dwyer straightens up, looking to flick it up to Beavers, but excellent tackle for Milo, clamps him. Well, all offside again. Unfortunately, referee Burke just not keeping the sides apart. He is in his own tin pot fashion, but it's just not good enough. Saints now to play the ball, turning it to the right now. Cooper, Bishop along the line. Griffith straightens up well out to Beavers, I think it was. No, yes, it was Beavers. Well, the ball's been kicked upfield, and a knock-on indicated a scrum down to be formed. Excellent last 15 minutes for the Saints in the first half. Losing the last 3 or 4 league matches. All 3 away matches being lost. Featherstone, Hull KR and Wigan. Widnes have scrum possession. The tackling has got to be firm and it's got to be right, and Saints will have to make sure it does count. Mike McClellan, Saints coach, he'll have read the riot act at half time. I dare say Frank Myler, an ex-Saints favourite. Well, hasn't the man got a cheek, eh? Penalising the Saints for offside, and if he just care to look to either his right or his left when the Saints are in possession, he'll find out that the Widnes side are offside. They're as well lining up with us, but that's how it goes. Dowd on to Sorensen. Ward, Dwyer and Cooper wrap him up. Quickly move away before referee Burke penalises the Saints in his wisdom. For Milo, block busting through. Excellent runner. Well, the Saints player there, Bernard Dwyer, is it that's hurt? Referee Burke quickly in. For Milo, coming through, Bernard Dwyer, and I think it was for Milo. Kevin Ward came over, and Bernard Dwyer took a knock. Obviously, the referee heard something. Quickly called the Saints physio on. Jeanette Smith there treating Bernard Dwyer. Saints substitute Paul Farber warming up, but Dwyer's okay. Probably worse than it actually was. Already wasn't as worse as it actually seemed, I should say. Widnes in possession. Lofted high kick. Beavers, no problem for Beavers. Been under more balls than Joan Collins as Beavers. Rapati inside to Cooper, on to Beavers again. Saints spreading it out. Harrison into space. Griffith is with him. The ball's released. Do Widnes have it? They do. Unlucky there. Saints trying to force the issue and spread it, and just losing possession. Holiday on to Milo. A crossing movement, obstruction movement, and Saints have got the first penalty of the second half. The first penalty, I mean. Widnes already had a penalty given to them. It's Beavers that will put this ball to touch over on the main stand side here at Knowsley Road. Saints still leading by 18 points to 14. Nearly 5 minutes gone in the second half and no further score. Quick flick up from Groves onto Cooper. Quickly dispatched to the earth. Now Kevin Ward looking to turn in the tackle and release it. And that's what's got to be done. Saints have got to throw the ball about at every possible opportunity. Dwyer driving upfield. Farber coming on. 2 forward substitutes for the Saints today, with Paul Farber and Sonny Nicol. Groves well chips it through, and Darren Wright gets the ball, and Groves grabs him by the scruff of the neck by the jersey, wrestles him to the ground. Widnes in possession. Jonathan Davis giving the dummy, looking to get through. Well, Groves completing the tackle. Oh, beg your pardon, it wasn't Jonathan Davis. But Widnes have possession. Steve Wynn. It's now with John Devereux. Right in front of us, Griffiths wraps him up. Hume at dummy half. Holiday along the line. Sorensen. Widnes. There's Davis now, trying to create an overlap. Connolly has him. Excellent tackle from Connolly. Wrestles into the ground. Grabs him by the jersey collar and shrugs, wrestles him to the floor. Richard Ayres now. Widnes in possession. 6th and final tackle. Holiday with a high ball here. A tester for Beavers. No problem. Takes it well. No problem for Beavers. But he's taking knees in the back there. Obviously with the Widnes players running up. Saints physio Jeanette Smith on to treat Phil again. Writhing in agony there. But he's a tough competitor, he's Beavers. These tough Aussies. Been here a lot of seasons now. Due for a testimonial in a couple of seasons, Phil. Came over with the great Malmaninga, 84-85 season. Been an ever-present since. Saints looking to make a substitution, but not yet. Beavers plays it. Groves at dummy half. Widnes urged back on side. Surely it's just a matter of time before he penalises these this Widnes side. Been offside virtually all the match, but he's only managed to pick some challenge out. Kevin Ward. Excellent 20-yard, 25-yard burst from Kevin Ward. Bishop has it, the ball gone back. It's on to Harrison. Harrison is the player that's going to be brought off. They have got number 11 on the board, as Farber is waiting to come on. 6th and final tackle now. There with Beavers, gets his kick away. Steve Wynn has to turn round. Sits up nicely for him. Devereux comes crossfield, but Wynn is going to get the tackle. Well, Saints push the ball out of his hands, and Saints have possession, I believe. They certainly do. Bernard Dwyer, I think, has got ball possession. Excellent play. Saints on the charge now. Griffiths. Tiarapati going for the line. Inside ball to Hunt. Bounces off the defence. Another 6 tackles for the Saints to make it count now. No score, no further score to the half-time. Cooper onto Ward. The ball's loose. Holiday has it. Well, Ward coming through there at pace, but he couldn't take that ball off Shane Cooper. Devereux now. Well wrapped up by John Harrison. Probably Saints coach Mike McClellan just giving Harrison a blow. Didn't play last week, and maybe he is carrying an injury. But Saints substitute here, Paul Farber. They do a good job for the Saints. Excellent competitor. One of Saints' outstanding forwards this season. Courier from acting halfback. Inside ball to Devereux, just takes it by his fingertips. Rapati wraps him up. Well, offside there, surely. A forward pass rule, but it should have been an offside decision. Substitution allowed to take place now. Big cheers as workhorse Harrison comes off. Farber into the front row there. Saints with scrum possession and feed. From the feed as Griffiths goes crossfield. Back after a nasty knee injury which he sustained playing for Wales against Papua. Jonathan Griffiths looked sharp last week, as I said, against Wigan, but unfortunately I think he's just short of a bit of match practice, and he's not doing so bad today, is he? Bishop, Saints in possession. Well, Ward there coming through for the short ball. 2 occasions there. Maybe a mix-up in the Saints ranks with Ward and Bishop that time, but a break from Dowd. Inside ball to Devereux. Just tapped his answers. Bernard Dwyer try-saving tackle there. But Dowd stuck an injury. Widnes down to 12 men temporarily. Sorensen on the far side. Inside to Harvey Howard. Looking to spread it. It's now with Courier. Widnes a bit flat-footed. On to Devereux. Alan Hunt there coming in for the tackle, but Groves and company there, Bishop and Cooper, complete the tackle. Hume at dummy half, on to Holiday. Looking for the gap, but he's wrapped up by Rapati. Bishop also in there as well. Widnes in possession, but looking a bit lack of ideas, a bit bereft of ideas. Darren Wright, back to Dowd. Running crossfield. Connolly wraps hers up. Excellent tackling from the Saints. 11 minutes gone of the half. No further score to the half-time score of 18 points to 14. Holiday driving for the line. Just penetrates the Saints 25-yard line. 6th and final tackle of this sequence. Widnes running it. Chipped it through. Well, the ball touching goal there. The touch judge waves that it's been kicked dead by Gary Connolly. He was the man chasing it, so Saints have got to drop out from between the sticks. Dowd has received the treatment and back in the thick of it. One of 3 games against Widnes within a matter of a month. Obviously we played Widnes in the Regal Trophy. Losing out there. We're leading today 18-14, but we've still got half an hour of the game to go. And also we've got a date at Norton Park for the first round of the Challenge Cup on the 26th of January. That'll be a cracker, won't it? Widnes in possession in the Saints 25. For Milo running hard. He's the man you've got to watch. He's a strong runner. Sonny Nicol also warming up. The Saints other substitute on the touchline, but it's Holiday trying to vary the play. But the Saints defence has held up firm. Widnes also, they're going to make a substitution. Sorensen going to be brought off. But Courier, short ball to win. He tries to get the ball away. Saints are going to have it. Well, they're not. It's loose. A knock-on being indicated. Obviously a double knock-on as Dowd had gone over. And Courier is the first one to the referee. But Widnes had knocked on first. Then Bishop knocked on for the Saints. It's going to be a scrum down with the Saints feed. Widnes make a substitution. Sorensen coming off. Being replaced by Phil McKenzie. The Widnes penalised, foot up in the scrum. Penalty to the Saints there. Also, if we can give a mention, a Yuletide mention to the director, the old Fans magazine, the fanzine of the Saints, the director, and also Harry Hanrag, who did an excellent verse about my good self to the words of Hoof Speak and Do Ron Ron. So thanks very much, Harry Hanrag, and also don't forget to buy your director the insight and the funny side of goings on here at Nosey Road and also at Central Park. But it's Saints in possession. Cooper, blindside onto Rapati, back to Beavers. Saints throwing the ball about, making the ball do the work. It's Rapati blindside, pushes Devereux off, he gets it away to Cooper. Saints will have to break quickly over on the right. Ward takes it up to the halfway line. Excellent display from Ward this afternoon. 14 minutes of the second half gone. 18-14 the score. Bernard Dwyer looking for the gap. Just got a sniff of daylight there, but couldn't get through. 6th tackle. Bishop gets it away. Excellent kick from Bishop. Finds touch about 8 yards from the Widnes try line. Under a bit of pressure there, Paul Bishop, as Darren Wright came in. So it's the five-man pack of the Saints against the 6 Widnes. Up on the far side, Widnes feed, Widnes have scrum possession. Davis breaking quickly. Well, Courier just losing his footing. As Hunt comes in for the tackle. Yes, wraps him up well, Alan Hunt. Darren Wright flips it up to Holiday. So Widnes breaking well. Just outside their own 25. Short ball to Hume. He'll be in the second row. Mackenzie will be at hooker. There's Mackenzie at the dummy half position. Richard Ayres. Cooper takes him down and Farber comes in. Referee Burke lining the Saints out. Richie Ayres took a knock there. Put the ball back to Barry Dowd for the kick downfield. Awkward bouncing ball. Can Mike Riley keep it in field? He can. Drives it upfield. Strong run from Riley. Took it well. An awkward ball. Gary Connolly bringing the ball away now. Mackenzie wrapping him up. Very doubtful for today, Mackenzie, with a twisted knee. But he's there. Farber. Forward play from the Saints, driving it up. Try to catch Widnes off guard. Kevin Ward again. But copped a high one there as he come through. Bernard Dwyer now. Into the clear, Dwyer looking for support. Tries to flick it out well. Harvey Howard has it. Bishop peels it back and he's penalised for it. Not lined up to play the ball is the indication. Unlucky there, Paul Bishop. 16 minutes of the half gone. 18-14 the score. And certainly Saints not dejected by that fourth minute sending off. Also, while we're on, don't forget the Saints, they've got a tri-tape out for the 90-91 season. A selection of the Saints' best tries available in the souvenir shop, and also if you have any problems, come and see us up here on the gantry. Hume going through. Dwyer, excellent man and ball tackle. Mackenzie at dummy half, certainly looks as though he knocked on. Holiday coming through, releases it back now to Dowd. He's well wrapped up by Alan Hunt. Saints take Dowd and back a further 5 yards. Mackenzie at dummy half. Camilo running through. Cooper, Ward and probably Bernard Dwyer, but it wasn't. Paul Farber in at the tackle. Blind side now with Courier. Flicks it up to Devereux. Hunt just can't take him. Inside ball to Mackenzie. Yes, on to Ayres. Ayres scampers over. Levels the scores at 18 points apiece. Widnes breaking blindside. Courier outside to Devereux, evaded Alan Hunt's tackle and then fed it inside. An excellent try there from Widnes, finished off by Richie Ayres. It was Courier that fed it out to Devereux. Devereux evaded Alan Hunt's tackle. Then Widnes were lining up on the inside, and it was Richie Ayres that got the last touch of the ball. He did have his ankles tapped, but he managed to fall over the line. 18 points apiece is the score. And Jonathan Davis, plenty of whistles, trying to put him off. Yes, waved away. The Saints faithful will be happy with that. 18 points apiece as Kurt Sorensen comes back on to replace Richie Ayres, the try scorer there. He obviously took a knock. He's only been off the field 7 minutes, Sorensen. But what a game now, 18 points apiece. The 12-man Saints against the 13-man powerful Widnes outfit. As we said before, Saints in third position in the Stones Bitter League table. Widnes in fourth position. And it's essential that Saints get points from today's encounter to keep them up at the top there with the leaders. And let's hope our friends from Widnes give the old pie eaters some stick today and take 2 points for their campaign as well. Widnes in possession, 18 points apiece. 17 minutes it was before the first score of this second half. So it shows you what a tightly contested game we have. Holiday chips it through. Excellent positional kicking from Holiday. Saw the gap. Kicked it in that far left-hand corner. The corner of the restaurants and the main stand side here at Nosey Road. Puts Widnes in the Saints 25. Obviously the Saints have head and ball, but Widnes will push hard. The Saints have scrum possession. 80 yards from the Widnes try line, but Saints, when they're in the mood and they can throw this ball about, and they're certainly capable of doing it. Barber. Sixth and final tackle of the sequence. Saints bringing it blindside. Bishop there. Positional kicking. Yes, excellent kick from Bishop on the sixth tackle. Finds touch. 5 yards short of the Widnes 25. Down to feed. Saints will have to push hard, but no problem. Widnes win scrum feed. Take it cross field. Saints player took an injury there. Looks like Phil Vevers, I think, coming through. Certainly been in the wars this afternoon as Phil. Well, looks a bit groggy. Mackenzie scooting through. Bishop had dropped back to full back, but Saints are going to have to make a substitution now. Vevers looks a little worse for wear as Widnes kick through. Mike Riley quickly back. Alan Hunt also back with him as Riley will come crossfield. Harvey Howard comes to meet him, but Riley's still going. He straightens up now, and Sorensen brings him down with a typical head tackle. Griffiths breaking quickly. Still receiving treatment is Phil Vevers. Saints down to 11 men as Rapati tries to scamper through, and maybe referee Burke will penalise Widnes for offside before the end of the 80 minutes. Ward, good ball to Bishop. Oh, dearie me, he said it's forward. Excellent pinpoint pass from Ward to Bishop, and Bishop disgusted there. The ball certainly looked good from our angle. Sonny Nicol coming on now to replace Phil Vevers. He's back in the customary full-back position, is Vevers. It doesn't look as though he wants to come off, but just a precautionary measure. Gary Connolly moving to full-back. Shane Cooper in the centre berth on the far side, and Sonny Nicol straight in the pack. I don't know whether he's got a wrist injury or whatever, Vevers, but he looked a bit worse for wear on the far side. Widnes break quickly on the blind side. Darren Wright it was over on the far side. Sorensen now running hard, coming cross field. Well wrapped up there, Jonathan Griffiths. Tackles down. Courier from acting half-back onto Hume. Excellent gang tackling from the Saints, and that's what Saints will have to do. Holiday. Farber wraps him up. Well, the ball's thrown out. Courier wraps it up. He's still going. His Courier throws it over to Devereux. Sonny Nicol comes in, but Devereux sidesteps past Nicol. Sidesteps past a few there, did Devereux. But well wrapped up. Saints have to defend tirelessly. Down comes in. Bishop slows him down, but a long pass on the far side. Saints cover will have to get over. Right sidesteps and comes inside. Well, it's a forward pass. Oh, must be. Yes, forward pass rule. But Widnes unlucky there. They should have made it count. They had a chance for scoring. Quick hands was the order of the day, but Saints taking them off the game. The tackling came in, and Widnes forced to pass forward. Scrum down, Saints feed, and Saints come away with scrum possession. 24, nearly 25 minutes of the second half gone. All tied up at 18 points apiece. Sonny Nicol now. He's another player that's been out injured and certainly needs some match practice. There's no doubt in his ability. He's not had the best of luck since coming to St Helens from Sheffield Eagles. Virtually never present at Sheffield Eagles. Well, Widnes offside again. Well, Connolly couldn't take it. Very unlucky there. He's disgusted. A perfectionist is Gary Connolly. Ward trying to slip it out to him and he just couldn't take it. He knocked on, managed to gather it. I suppose at least we have a 50-50 chance of getting ball possession from the scrum, but Dowd gathers it onto Davis, jinks inside, scooting through is Davis, tremendous sidestep he's got. Just signed up for another 3 years with Widnes after a spell during the close season in Australia. Holiday wrapped up, Groves wraps him up, Farber comes in. Well, a scrum down indicated. I don't think the referee had much idea there what was going on. He looked at the touch judge on this side. It's a knock-on being ruled, I believe. Scrum down with the Saints feed, Bishop to feed. Gary Connolly now. Customary head tackle from Courier. Now it's Sonny Nicol on the opposite diagonal, trying to scamper through. Sorensen and Howard come in. Bishop wants a quick play of the ball. Well, all on the referee's left. The Widnes players move up in an offside position. Unbelievable that this man has not picked it out. But Kevin Ward, excellent display. 20-yard burst there. Up towards the halfway line. He's pointing his referee Burke, but he's definitely not penalising. Sonny Nicol now. Well, he's lost ball possession. Referee allows advantage. It's now with Jonathan Davis. Pushes Bishop off, but Connolly wraps him up. Devereux at dummy half. Connolly's in again. I think Kevin Ward's had an excellent game this afternoon. Must be in line for the Saints sponsors man of the match. But it's been a team display and 18 points apiece is the score. As we obviously know, the next score could prove crucial, and let's hope it's the Saints that get it. With 13 minutes of the half remaining. Widnes is still in possession. Familo bursting through. Taken down, Nicol takes him down, but the Saints have an injured player there. Short ball to Courier. He chips it through for Devereux. Can he gather it? Yes, Devereux's in. The try's awarded. 28 minutes of the half. John Devereux in for his second try, excellently finished off. Andy Courier in centre field. It looks as though he was wrapped up, and then he managed to get the kick away, and Devereux followed it up. The Saints just couldn't get to him in time, and he touched down in the corner. Gives Widnes the lead back. It was Paul Bishop that was injured there when Familo come through there at pace, but Devereux puts Widnes back in the lead by 18 points to 14. Excellently finished, but Widnes, they were up against it. Just as I was saying, the next score could be crucial, and unfortunately Widnes come up with the points. Widnes leading try scorer, usually bags at least one in a game, but gives Widnes a slender cushion. And the Saints popular side, Quire, tried to put Davis off his kick, as you can see, only a yard or so in, and just on the 25, but that's going to the left. 22 points to 18 the score, I beg your pardon. 22-18 the score. 11 minutes of the game remaining. Saints just caught a bit, obviously down to 11 men, with Paul Bishop being treated as he'd been steamrolled there by Familo as he came through. But that little astute kick there from Courier paying dividends, and Devereux following it up and managing to touch down in the corner. Harvey Howard now came as a wingman, I think it's Waterloo rugby union player, but came as a wingman to Widnes, but he's put a bit of bulk on, as you can see. And in the forwards role, substitute forward berth this afternoon, Les Holliday. Rapati goes in and wraps him up. Dwyer and Ward also there. Excellent performance for the Saints. You can't take anything away from them. Playing with the 12 men from the 4th minute. Mackenzie onto Familo. Cooper into the tackle, but takes 3 and 4 men to get this Familo down. You don't let him come running hard onto you. Mackenzie. Well, Courier. That was on the 6th tackle. A mix-up. Mackenzie looked as though he was going to kick it. He gave it to Courier, and a knock on adjudged. Cooper. Both substitutes for Widnes there, Mackenzie and Howard. But now it's Sonny Nicol. Certainly Saints expect things off for Sonny Nicol. He has had a lot of injury at present. Rapati! Oh, just taken down, just ankle tapped as he'd pushed off the defence. Tremendous upper body strength there. Kevin Ward block-busting up into the Widnes 25. The Saints faithful get behind them now. A try and a goal essential. Cooper, Sonny Nicol now powers up. Last tackle of this set of 6, 20 yards from the Widnes line. Is Bishop going for a drop? No, he's lofting it high. The Saints follow it up. Pressure for Widnes. Can the Saints get ball possession? Well, it's play on, I think. Widnes have possession. They did have possession, but I think Kevin Ward knocked on. Dowd actually had the ball, but the changeover ruled. And now Widnes bringing it away. Harvey Howard on the 25-yard line. Mackenzie at dummy half, feeds it inside to Hume, coming through at pace, inside to Darren Wright. With Widnes running onto the ball, that makes the difference. They made 35-40 yards, and they're just in the Saints half now as Familo comes through, and that's it when the boy's running through at pace, but he loses the possession, and Sonny Nicol gathers it. Cooper now, over to Jonathan Griffiths. Taking it on the far side, Griffiths looking for the gap. Mike Riley bringing it away. 3-man tackle, wrap him up. Midway between the halfway line and the Widnes 25. Cooper, short ball to Ward. Just couldn't break through the tackle. It's Saints again, moving it quickly. Overlap on the left, Barber. Good ball to Rapati now. Good tackle, excellent tackle there from Andy Courier. Gary Connolly streaking through onto Bishop, gets the up and under on. Pressure again for Widnes. Well, the ball's up in the air, Stevie Wynn has it, but Saints player adjudged offside, is it? Oh no, an obstruction. It is an obstruction, but Widnes have the penalty. Obviously Saints in their efforts to run up and hopefully capitalise on that high Paul Bishop up and under. Kevin Ward, the Saints sponsors man of the match, just as I was promoting him before, and only rightly so. He's had an excellent driving game as Kevin Ward. He always has an excellent game. Certainly a bargain buy for the Saints, and let's hope he has many more years in the Saints ranks. Kevin Ward. Loose ball there, it's with Devereux. Hunt, well, Devereux gets away from Hunt and Rapati. Overlap for Widnes, and they should make it pay. He tried just one sidestep too many, did Devereux. But it's Widnes on the charge now. Well, the ball's knocked forward. Courier in the thick of things, and he knocks it on. 6 minutes before the final hooter. 22 points to 18 the score in Widnes' favour. But an excellent game. You can't take your eyes off this game for a minute. Cooper, lofted ball to Rapati. Can he beat Courier? He can't. Tried to get it away, and it's Connolly now from acting halfback. Releases it to Bishop, onto Sonny Nicol. Let's see this lad. Oh, he just couldn't break through. Widnes moving up again. I don't think they've been penalised for offside yet. There are only 5 minutes to go, and it's Groves up to the halfway line. Quick play, the ball wanted. Well, Widnes, they're going to, well, holding down in the tackle. Cooper now. Connolly. Loft ball to Alan Hunt. Very few touches. He's going inside. He sees the gap. He's driving for the line. Putting the full back to beat. Oh, he's still stood in the tackle. Finally brought down. Can the Saints get a try and a goal here? Spreading to the right. Kevin Ward driving. Yes, yes. Ward's over. Excellent try from the Saints. Kevin Ward goes in, and that could be the winner. Saints crowd go wild. There's not many Saints Beckys in that Addington stand, is there? Just look at the faces on them. But an excellent performance from Kevin Ward. Capped by that try. Only his second try of the season. And that puts the Saints back level terms at 22 apiece. And this Paul Bishop conversion to come. Excellent drive there from Alan Hunt. Took it well. Pirouetted round, got up again and was brought down about 5 yards short. From the resulting play, it was fed infield and Kevin Ward coming through. And you've got to come through on the burst on this ball. And it'll take some stopping. Yes, Bishop pops it between the sticks. Saints in the lead again, 24 points to 22. And we're talking about 3 minutes of play remaining. What an excellent game. An excellent advert for rugby league. And Saints hitting back in good style. 4 tries, 4 goals, 24 points against 22 points from Widnes. Davis kicks it long and deep. It's directly dead. That's a penalty. And Saints could possibly have a go for goal from the centre spot if they want. But I think they'll elect to kick it for touch for position. Well, Saints play it from the centre of the 25. Groves plays it. Bernard Dwyer takes it up. And Saints will just wrap this ball up, hopefully. Try to power the way into the Widnes 25. Just leading by 2 points and 2 minutes remaining. We know Widnes are capable of long distance tries, but Saints will just have to make sure that Widnes don't get in with a sniff, with a chance of actually finishing off. Groves at dummy half. Paul Forber into the 25, looking for support. Yes, the support's there. Is it Groves again? Excellent play from the Saints now, driving it up. Dwyer at dummy half. Well, Widnes, well, the Saints are penalised there. Allegedly not getting up to play the ball correctly, and Widnes have the penalty. Well, the referee Burke there penalising the Saints. It puts Widnes back on the charge. We're talking about a minute of normal time on my watch, plus any stoppage time, and Widnes will throw caution to the wind. Saints tackling, they'll have to count. Come on you Saints is the cry. The Saints tackling, down there, brought down by Groves. Get up, he's saying, as Dowd played for a penalty. Holiday on the left. Sorensen out wide, he turns it back inside. The ball's chipped through well. Connolly has it. Davis chips it through. Connolly breaks through. He's on the run. Excellent sidestep up to the 25. Saints are in possession. They'll have to hold on to this ball. I make it 30 seconds of normal time on my watch, but it's what the timekeepers here adjudge. No fancy stuff from the Saints, just wrap it up the jumpers, try and drive forward. Cooper plays it to himself, goes up to just short of the halfway line. Now with Kevin Ward, blockbusting run. Brought down midway between the halfway and the Widnes 25. Sixth and final tackle. This ball should be grubbered into touch now. There with Bishop. Yes, he gets the grubber away. Oh, excellent kick from Bishop. Excellent kick from Bishop up there in the corner, and from the resulting scrum, Widnes won it. But they was tackled right on their own sticks, and the Saints come out winners today by 24 points to 22. An excellent display from a team of 12 men. George Mann sent off from what looked like it was a high tackle. We must admit it was a high tackle, but it didn't look all that malicious. He was sent off in the 4th minute, and out the Saints chuff Jonathan Griffiths, Paul Bishop here. An excellent display from a team there. They go out winning today by 24 points to 22. 14 points to 2 down at one point, and then tries from Rapati, Bishop and Hunt in the first half. It gave Saints an 18 points to 14 lead at half time. Then in the second half it was 17 minutes before the scoring was opened. That was Richard Ayres. He got a try after some good play from Widnes. Then Devereaux hit back in the 28th minute, and it was 22 points to 18. But 5 minutes before the final hooter, Kevin Ward, the Saints man of the match, blockbusting forward, touchdown just to the left of the sticks. Bishop converted it, and that was enough to give the Saints the 2 points for this afternoon's league match. So full marks to the Saints, an excellent display, and Saints coach there indeed, emphatic there by the dugout there. So the Saints come through winners today by 24 points to 22.